Who start? Hello, everybody. How are you doing today?
Great.
Doing wonderful, Annalie. Hi, Kishore.
Waiting for
I'm
you.
so glad to hear that. Well, we just finalized and finished the integrated power coding. So I would like to start today by asking a question. How do you feel now that you discovered your encode? Naila can start answering.
Oh, yes. So while writing the encodes, I felt it was a heartwarming experience. I think that's what I should say. Because, thinking of all the negative things that happened in your life and why do I feel the way I feel. And then when I did the whole exercise of converting it into the e codes, and when I saw my empowering codes, that is something that I try to use on a daily basis now, which makes me feel empowered and strong. So yeah, it was really nice doing the integrated power coding activity. Thank you, Anil.
Beautiful. Kishore, how do you feel now now that you discovered the encodes?
Yeah, encode is much required because without encode, I cannot progress in my life. That is very much required. So realization of that and awareness of that is very much required.
Mm. Yeah, and it can be quite hard work because you must remind yourself you flip back to the old habits sometimes. So
Yeah.
it seems like you two manage beautifully taking charge of your e-codes over the n-codes. Beautiful to hear. So today we're gonna discuss outcomes. So what are outcomes? You
Okay.
have now understood your baselines and your integrated power coding and realized that without these being clear and aligned, trying to achieve anything will be difficult. Once you have clarity of baselines and integrated power coding, our outcomes becomes easy to achieve. That is on page 58A if you want to follow in a book, by the way. So,
Yes.
an outcome is a focal point that will change our life. Unlike goals, outcomes shape our character because they are set with our mental state in mind. Having outcomes excite, motivate, and inspire us to take action and push our limits. Your traditional goal setting doesn't work, but outcomes aligned with our baselines and coding work like magic. And it's also because we're gonna break later on. We're gonna take the outcomes and break it down into smaller achievable steps. So doesn't if I would mention the word goals, doesn't it remind you of people on the first day after the New Year's party and say, "This I'm gonna lose weight, I'm gonna get fit," but because it's a goal with no steps in mind, it seems like unachievable, and people um, sort of give up after 2 weeks or a month or so. Have you ever seen that with people, especially after New Year?
I think not with people, I should say myself. Every 1st January, as soon as we finish the Happy New Year celebrations, the first thing is I'm going to lose weight this year. It never works because, as you said,
Yeah,
it's a goal. It's always a goal. There's no end result or anything in mind. It's just like everyone's making New Year resolutions. Let me also make one. That's it. Yeah.
yeah. So with this outcomes, we're gonna take you step by step and show you how to achieve it, how to break it into mini stepping stones so you can really achieve your outcome. So that's basically the difference between an outcome and a goal. So
Mhm.
if you look on page 58B, I'm just going to explain the activity to you. Um, the purpose of this activity is to help us identify the number of outcomes we have, both short-term and long-term, and then narrow down the ones that need critical attention. So the first step is to write down everything you want to achieve in the next 5 years. The list must have at least 50 outcomes. Now, the best thing I can recommend here is to get your 50 outcomes, is to bring back the wheel of life that we did in the first few lessons. So break it up into your health, your friends and family, fun and leisure, wealth, relationship, learning and personal growth, possession and career, and write about 5 to 6 items under each that you want to achieve. And then the second step to this activity is at the back. I mean, there is a page provided for it from page 59 to 63. So at the back of it, just write down the number 135 or 5 plus plus, which represents the number of years it will take for you to achieve that outcome. From the year one list, circle 3 of the most important outcomes. So I think while we're busy, I'm going to give you the third step and then we can have a discussion after. So the third step would be to take those 3 outcomes that you got from step 2, and then there's a define my outcomes tool on the system that will help where we put the 3 items in the system, and you can achieve, the system will show you which one is top priority. So if you look at the define my outcomes tool, it have headings, time upfront, time ongoing, excitement, difficult, impact 90 days, impact 25 years, and you're going to give it a rating, and the system will give you a total at the end. So let me ask you, Naila, what was your top 3 outcomes, and just point out which one the system kicked out as your top one.
Okay. First of all, I felt it was a little difficult to write down 50 outcomes. I tried my level best to go, into details and think of everything from my wheel of life. Yeah, so most of the outcomes that I've written, I think are just good to have, need to have. Oh my God, I would love to do this kind of a thing. But yeah, so the top 3 that I have, which finally I put onto the system and it gave me the final outcome. So you want to know all the 3, yeah?
Yeah, the 3, and then you just tell me which one the system produces the top one as well.
Okay, the 3 that I had put down was within 1 year, I want to get a much better job with better people around me and out of the toxic environment. Number 2 was be more mindful while eating and follow a healthy lifestyle. And number 3 was before the end of 2023, I have to get married again. So these were my 3 outcomes, and out of which, obviously, something that I've been struggling for a pretty long time now, and which showed as the lowest number in my wheel of life was the job factor. So getting a better job and moving out of the toxic work environment I'm in came out as the first
As the top
important outcome.
priority.
Yes, priority.
Beautiful. So, did you find it an easy exercise to do?
Writing the 50 outcomes was tough, but once I put it on the software and then when it gave me the result, it felt really good. Like I knew
Okay.
this was a priority for me instead of, juggling 20 things inside my head. So yes.
Okay, so you must feel quite relieved now that you have something to focus on.
Exactly.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Thank you. And Kishore, what is your top 3?
Yeah, I could write 50 outcome after thinking again and again. So my top 3 outcomes are, first one is coaching, starting my coaching business. A second one was mastering the trading, like stock market trading. And third one was creating online courses.
Oh,
These are
beautiful. So, and then do you feel that you have direction now,
yeah,
in a beautiful,
yeah,
yeah, it's quite empowering to feel like, there's now so many things that confirm that this should be your focus right now.
yeah.
Is, do you have any questions around this activity?
Uh, Not at present.
And Naila, are you all good?
Yes, yes, all good.
Beautiful. So, this will conclude today's session, and then we'll see you
Zubaid
in
is
the.
there.
Oh, Zubair is there as well.
Oh, Zubair? Yeah,
We
let's
can,
just continue. I'll just conclude the session, and
Zubaid,
then I'll see you in the next session when we discuss the INCRED. the INCRET process and looking forward to that. It's lovely to do that. Very empowering.
Jubed, unmute and you can talk.
Zubair, do you want to unmute and speak?
Yes, of course. Anali,
Oh,
can you notice that when Kishore was saying about his outcome, I was clapping my hand because I can resonate with the notion Kishore has just said. Because I have a plan to in by the end of 2023, I have to be certified.
Wonderful.
Certified. And
is
I
that
have
your,
to be like Arfin Khan. Okay,
oh,
number
Great,
two.
was that
great.
your,
And
was that
number
your top
three,
outcome? Was
yes,
that the,
number
oh,
three, I want to publish a book for
Wow.
the underprivileged children so
Oh,
that they can learn a lot of things.
great.
beautiful.
Okay.
Maybe we can do teamwork here.
Yes.
Seems
Yes,
like we
of
have the
course.
Yes,
same.
yes.
Woohoo!
Close.
Very
Oh,
nice.
Thank you,
beautiful.
Anali.
Thank you so much for sitting in. So then I'll see you all in the next session where we're gonna do the INCRET process. Lovely having you all
Okay.
here.
Thank
Can't
you.
wait to
Thank
see you
you.
next time.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Annalie.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Have a lovely day.
You
Bye.
too. Bye.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye bye.